Greetings. This is Elder Black Light. I got 2 new subs today on my birthday. Today is the day I turned 74, but I don't celebrate birthdays. But I just want y'all brothers to know that I'm 74 years old. You might can tell that I'm 74, but this is how old I really am. 74. Some people say I look younger, but I don't know. You know, it's in the eye of the beholder. So I thought I'd give you a rundown of who you're messing with, who you're dealing with. You're dealing with a brother, a serious-minded brother. I ain't in for a whole lot of nonsense, a whole lot of goofy stuff, or a whole lot of silly stuff. When I say children should not view this channel, I'm not just talking about, children. I'm talking about adults with children with a child's mind. You got some brothers that don't think they're adult when they turn 18 and 20. But when I was 18 and 20, 17 really, I was treated like a man and was expected to act like a man. And I thought as a man. And so, nowadays you got guys that refuse to grow up and take charge. So I'm naming this video that saying that we must crush the authority of the Caucasian. And a lot of brothers wouldn't even title their video this. They video that. A lot of brothers put up any excuse to keep from going up against the powers of Uncle Sam and the Caucasians. A lot of brothers would rather argue, they rather fight than switch. So we're gonna talk about crushing the Caucasian authority. Anybody that would supposed to be in authority over you, and you start catching them in lies, and you start seeing how brutally they treated your ancestors, and how they use trickery and hypnotize you into acting other than yourself, by raising you up in a culture that was different from your ancestors' culture. A lot of brothers realize this, but a lot of brothers don't, because they love the Caucasian. So you see a whole lot of brothers on YouTube debating which one is, which doctrine is right, which brother philosophy is the best. And while we debating, your enemy puts his foot on your neck, smothers you, lynches you, shoots you, poisons you, he don't ask you if you're a Egyptian. All he know you black. He don't ask you if you're a Hebrew. All he know you black, and he don't like it. He don't know. He don't ask you if you're a Muslim or a Christian, or homosexual or nothing. He just know that there's something in him that despises you and fears you, and he want to kill. But he raised you to be so vulnerable or naive to his way of living. The first one he influenced was the black woman. He made the black woman fall in love with him. Even subliminal, when a black woman says she down, she pro-black, she still secretly admires the white man. Why you say that, Black Light? Because she loved them George Washingtons and them Benjamins. She loved all the presidents, dead presidents. She loved that money. And she can't wait to work for the white man. I mean, you got sisters nowadays that's building up their own businesses, but it's very few. Not like it used to be. The more we stay in the white man's house, the more we become more and more like him. Lord Jamar gave this scenario. He said if an eagle, baby eagle, falls into a chicken coop, he loses his mother and father, falls into a chicken coop, and rooster and the chickens raise him. He gonna grow up thinking he a chicken. But he ain't gonna know that he could fly, because he never seen a chicken fly. He seen the chicken flap his wings, and, you know. He don't know he's supposed to live on a mountain. He don't know that he's one of the mightiest fowls, predator hunters of the bird family. But the eagle is not a chicken. Even though he got feathers, a beak, he looks like a chicken, but he's not a chicken. And a chicken is not an eagle. Well, that's the black man. When he kidnapped us, brought us over here, he raised us into his culture, denied us our culture, our names, our God. If he catch you speaking your language, he'll kill you. If he catch you even playing your music, you know, he just started letting you play your music, you know, and that's to entertain him, you know, because he know that you are the God of music. And if when he had you in bondage, he wouldn't let you play your music, beat the drums. So it's a whole lot y'all young dudes don't know. When I was in my mother's stomach, she was going to the teachings. This is my old man. He's dark complected. This me. This my mother. This is her mother. See the turban? She was MGT in the Nation of Islam back in the 40s. My mother was an MGT. My father was a Mason. But he didn't stay a Mason for long. He didn't like. My father's the type of guy, he don't like following nobody. He don't like. He's the guy that has his own mind. That's how I am. So I don't want y'all to follow me. I consider myself a counselor. Right now we at war. So I'm going to say I'm a war counselor to the brothers. And right now, when you are subbing my channel, we talk war talk. We talk about crushing the enemy. But now we not going to parade up and down the street with weapons. We don't know. You never want the enemy to know what you're working with. You don't want him to see how many people that's in your circle. You know, if he come up to you and ask you, how many people you got with you? And you tell him, or estimate it, you're a fool. You don't want him to know. See, I'm an old school brother in Detroit. We actually had hand-to-hand combat with the Caucasians and ran them out to sea. Now, I'm going to tell you some stories if you want to hear them. They're not stories, they're the truth though. I got to be careful how I word things. Give me a thumbs up, y'all, especially y'all new subscribers. And I'm going to tell you some tactics, war tactics to defeat or to crush Uncle Sam's grip on you. You got to crush the authority of Uncle Sam. Black light.